Welcome to Headline Focus, here live on Core Politics with me, Rob Double. It is Wednesday the 20th of September 2017, and with the time about 11 minutes before the start of the working day, let's have a look at what's making the news. So first up, the Mail. Online propaganda clampdown, that's according to Theresa May. Theresa May will warn tech giants Google and Facebook they will face punishing fines unless they remove terrorist propaganda within 2 hours of it coming onto their platforms, coming on to the online sphere. This is a problem to do with terrorism and the spread of terrorism online, and also the organising of terrorism online through platforms such as Google, such as Facebook, and also encrypted platforms such as WhatsApp as well. This is at a summit in New York. Theresa May is still in New York after her appearance at the UN. The Mail is reporting her patience is running out over the failure to clamp down on jihadist group using online platforms. That's in the Mail. Pick up a copy of that if you're interested in reading more. Next up, drugs legalised. And the question's been posed again and opened up due to Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge. He asked a group of people on a visit to Spitalfields Crypt Trust, which is a charity that deals with people with drug addictions. He asked them what they thought of the idea of drugs being legalised, and this has rather captured the imagination of many of the newspapers. A lot of them are covering it on their front pages or inside their papers today. A royal aide's been quoted by The Times as saying that for a big issue such as this, Prince William believes it is important not to talk about it in an abstract, but ask of and listen to those who are affected. That's in The Times, also in a large number of other papers, though you'll probably see it if you pick up any paper today. Let's look in focus then at the main story, which is Trump at the United Nations. Now, Donald Trump gave his speech to United Nations General Assembly yesterday. Didn't hold back, as was probably predicted, or most people would predict, targeting Kim Jong-un and North Korea. Now, this is really what makes the front pages today, as you can see on my left, and also most of the front pages, to be honest with you, today. He said of Kim Jong-un, he's a rocket man on a suicide mission. He called the righteous nations of the world to confront North Korea and indeed other rogue states. Also not holding back, criticising Venezuela and Iran, calling Iran wicked, evil, and also denouncing Venezuela's pure socialist agenda, which is damaging and harming their citizens. The Guardian's response to the speech, well, they've said the speech was greeted at the UN chamber mostly with silence and occasional outbreaks of disapproving murmurs as Trump's cascaded a succession of hostile regimes. The Express, though, again picking up on the North Korea angle, Mr. Trump warned the US might have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. One more story then, this is back into UK politics. Theresa May and Boris Johnson, as you probably know from the previous headline focuses, have had a bit of a spat this week. They've apparently now made peace. There is now a political truce between the two. This was secured over the UK's future payments to the EU. The Telegraph is reporting that the deal involves paying substantial sums to the EU until at least 2020, but no further payments after Britain's transition period ends. So that's to look forward to, a bit of stability in government so far and in the near future, so it seems. That's pretty much it for today. You're up to date. Don't forget you can find all the latest on what we're doing here on Core Politics on our Facebook page and on Twitter. But from me here in London, have a fantastic start to your Wednesday.